Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What up? What up? How we doing? How we doing? Who we got up in here? Kalia, just like Johnny's hairline. Cha 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 chia. What up? Yeah, Chase won it, but look what I got behind me. I got these Floyd gloves and these new shits right here. Look at these. These are original Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Look at these. These are from the 80s. They're not used either. They're not in the original packaging, but they don't smell nothing. These are original joints, collector's items. Collector's items. Collector's items. Key, what up, blood? What up, what up, what up? How we doing? About to get Coach Kenny Ellis on here. Must be the first time he's spoken to anybody about this whole Tank since Tank's controversial draw or whatever. We're gonna get into it. I mean, he said he'll come in. He's usually a man of his word, so we'll see what's cracking. You guys ready? Talk to Coach Kenny, see what's cracking. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's cracking. How are you doing this raffle? How are you doing the raffle? What you mean? What you mean, how am I doing it? For these two? You want to join for the Marvin Hagler? You know, Kalia, it's the same old shit. $5 Cash App here or $5 PayPal here. And just specify you want the Floyd versus Ortiz gloves or you want the Marvelous Marvin Hagler original dope artifact joints. What it do, man? We're about to talk to Coach Kenny, Tank's coach, see what the deal is. Hopefully he could talk about what happened. I think he can. I should get him in, right? Let's get him in. Let's pop it off. Marco, hey baby. Ew. Chill. When you gonna raffle one of your used boxers? That's gross. If you want that, you can have it because everybody here knows that you, my friend, are. Fruity. What's good? What's good? Hit the like button. Word up, baby boys. Word up. Word up, word up, word up. So I got the new Marvin Hagler joints right there. They're not new. These are, what's the word I'm looking for? Not relics. Collector's items. Original. Throwback. Marvin Hagler heavy bag gloves from Croydon company that sponsored them briefly. It's 2 sets of different gloves. Are you doing? Yeah, 2 sets. 2 different times. So you can start the raffle right now for either or. We've already got a bunch of entries for the Floyd gloves, Clea, if you want those. Or you could be the first to go into these. I just got these today, so you guys are the first seeing these. They just came in. Vintage, thank you. Jesus, such an obvious word. Oh, Jesus. All right. Let's get my man Kenny in here. See when he jumps on. All right, boom. Join when ready. All right, here we go. We'll wait for my man Kenny to jump in. Mo, what up, Mo? About to talk to my man Kenny Ellis. I haven't talked to him since the Roach fight. You finally got it? Yo, check out what we got. We should check this out, guys. Original. Look at that. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Croydon 245 joints. These are old school. These are from the 80s. Literally, these were released from the 80s. As you could see, this is back then they were still kind of using these as bag gloves. Now, these are not used. They don't smell at all. They're out of the original packaging, but they were not used. So these will be up for raffle as well. So whenever you guys are ready, we'll do it. Yeah, those are dope. I know Yayan's gonna go goofy on those. You know what I'm saying? Yayan's gonna go mad goofy on those because he loves Hagler. So we just gotta wait for him to bring his punk ass Indiana. Eric, bomb squizzard. What up, blood? What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? Eric, you want to join the raffle? We got the Hagler joints, original, vintage Hagler gloves back from the 80s, released. Not used, but not in the original packaging. Then we got, of course, the Floyd versus Victor Ortiz promo joints still in the plastic, as you could see. Both of those, the raffle can be entered. You guys know how. I'm waiting for him to jump on. I gave him the link. He jumps on when he jumps on. And then we talk to him. So whenever he gets here, we do it. He's a man of his word, so I'm pretty sure he will jump on. He usually doesn't bullshit. And I'm excited because I haven't talked to him since the tank fight. I don't know if anybody has. I mean, they probably have. I don't know. Who knows? I always like to think I'm the trendsetter. I'm the first. But let me tell you guys, don't forget one thing. Where I'm from. Boom, baby. Don't forget it. Don't forget the hood. The original hood. What up, Tatted? What's cracking? What's cracking? Tatted up, G? Yo, you don't look, well, it's only your face. I was going to say you don't look tatted up, but that much so, but it's only your grill, so who knows? Hey, my ugly doppelganger. Slide encounter. I don't get it. How do you guys know what you look like? Very confused. Very confused, yo. I'm going to be in Brooklyn again on Wednesday. I'm going to this book reading event for my man, Mark Kriegel. He's releasing his Mike Tyson book. Rosie Perez will be there. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun in the sun. Fun in the sun. I was just in the city today doing business deals, trying to do business deals, trying to get some done. Shit is fun. It's good, but it's, what's the melancholy? No. What's the word when the shit is bittersweet? That's not melancholy. Bittersweet. What's the word for bittersweet? Is melancholy bittersweet? No, melancholy just kind of means like, kind of like neutral. Yeah, Rosie, baby. She's going to be there. I never met her in person, although she has liked a few of my videos. So I assume. Now, she's only liked 2 or 3 of them. So she might not know who I am. But there's a chance she does. Damn, they saying the Keyshawn fight is going to start at 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, what you think? What you think? Not who? This is Cliff from Connecticut, right? Nah, I'm waiting for him to jump in. Waiting for him to jump in. Bittersweet pause. You young guys with this pause shit. There is no need to throw a pause after saying bittersweet. I mean, and if you could come up with a way to have to throw a pause into that, no disrespect, Eric, but that means your mind is on some hardcore Tutti Frutti type shit. Yo, Cliff, you fighting, man? What happened? I don't really. You had your first fight. You threw your arm. I didn't see it, but you threw your arm out, right, or some shit, and then they stopped it. Was that the first round? And if besides that, are you fighting again? I think De Los Santos stops. I think De Los Santos wins too. Personally. We'll see. Oh, you're not Cliff from Connecticut? Okay. I love your cheat. Oh, come on, man. You be wilding out. We're about to do a serious interview here, so it's funny, but when jokes get overkilled, they don't become funny. So my suggestion is come in every now and then, funny picture, funny shit, and then bounce, and it'll stay funny. But if you keep doing it over and over again, then it gets played out. Played out like Contra. We don't want to do that. This is my first fight. Wait, are you Cliff from Connecticut or not? You're saying wrong guy. Very confused. Keyshawn was in Vegas this weekend for the Beyonce concert. Nah, man. Mo, matter of fact, we'll ask Kenny. I bet you he'll agree with me. I think that it is encouraged to go do shit when you're not training. Take your mind off it and enjoy yourself. I think that's a positive. I think you need a balance, man. You can't just. I know some people might. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll say, nah, focus, focus, focus. But I'm like, there's a time for everything. You gotta fucking turn it off and relax a little bit. You have what same feeling? The Sophia. I'm Cliff from Connecticut, but I didn't fight. Who the fuck? Oh, that was Wizard, right? He threw his arm out. Yo, they got you fighting that dude that when I was on the show, Ness showed me his video. The dude shadow boxing. Is that official? That's who you're fighting? That tall dude? Oh, Wizard. Yeah, okay. It just came to me. But yeah. Not sure if I really want to see Plant versus Charlo anymore. Me neither, girl. Me neither. Yeah, during camp. What you mean? Why not relax? I'm going to ask Coach Kenny. And Mo, if I don't say it, remind me in the chat. Say, ask Kenny about the relaxing thing. I think he'll agree with me. I'm curious what he thinks. You're training hard. You're doing everything you got to do. Camp is good. Do you encourage people to go out and just kind of chill? Take a night, at night not skip training, but after all the training's done, go see a show. Relax. I'm not saying get drunk or whatever. Let's ask him. Keyshawn by UD? Maybe. De Los Santos is very quick in exchanges. He has the kind of Viper type punches. Very hard to react. Sneaky power. That's what I'm saying. He hits hard. You feel me? I don't know, but I'm 6'3", so height don't matter. I don't see how, dude. I didn't see. Oh, I saw him. He looked all right, but again, he was literally throwing punch. He looked green though, and I know you're green too, so he looked green, but he looked good-ish. He was just shadow boxing, definitely green. So you're not going in with anybody way more experienced, nothing like that. So the experience seems to you might even have less than him, but it's hard to tell because I only saw him briefly. I don't know, man. If I was you, I'd try and fight somebody shorter. Use that height advantage. But you're like but you're not that tall considering, right? Because you're what are you, 185, 200? You're kind of a big dude. So I thought you were a middleweight for some reason. I think Keyshawn gets stopped. I think Keyshawn's going to lose. Personally. But that's just me. That's just me. All right, so I sent Kenny the thing. So when he comes in, he comes in. When did I send it to him? Like 5 minutes ago. 205. Yeah, 6'3" is not crazy tall for 205, unfortunately. Not anymore. Shit, used to be. I'm going to tell you something, Cliff. When I was fighting in the 90s, I was amateur in the 90s. I'm 5'11". I was taller than 80% of all middleweights back then. I was tall. 80% of them. Dudes were like 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", usually no taller. I got them by 2 to 4 inches. I got all of them. And then now, man, I live next to a middle school. These fucking 13-year-olds like your height, Cliff. They're like 6'3". Like, I don't know what's in the food or what's happening, but Cliff, you got to show out. Make the haters eat their words. Yeah, man. Why you keep skipping? Because I told you, too many jokey jokes. It's funny, but then when you keep doing it, it gets played out. You don't want to get played out. You know what I'm saying? Played out like Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Word, Mo. Yeah, man. If that shit wasn't so far, or if Ness fucking paid for my flight, I'd go out. But neither of those things are probably going to happen. So if he ever does it anywhere in the tri-state, I'm there. You know that. Maybe I'll work. Maybe if you want some pointers, I'm still down, Cliff. If you want to, get together for like a day and maybe more, but definitely and just go over some basics, fundamentals, and shit. See where you're at. Maybe do pads or do bag work or something. I'm down if you want to do that. I just can't commit to like a full thing. But I'm down. Santos, too quick, tricky for him. I agree, man. I was talking boxing. I wasn't joking. I'm not the guy that's a whole nother person. Okay. My bad then. Keyshawn can box and fight in the pocket. I'm not sure about Keyshawn, man. I'm curious what Kenny thinks about him. I think Keyshawn is good, right? But is he elite level? Is he elite level shit? Don't know. And he snaps his shots like a viper. Oh, I like that. I might use that one. Yo, did you guys see my recap of the weekend's fights? Did you guys catch it? I'm going to play it. You guys want to see the recap I did? Fuck it. Let's play it. Let's play it. While I wait for Coach Kenny to jump in. Let's play it. This was my recap of this weekend's fights. Let's do it.
Jamal Charlo knocks the frosting off of Cornflake LaManna, while Caleb Plant suffers a stunning upset loss to Armando Resendez, which takes the air out of the tires of their mega fight like a spiteful ex-girlfriend with a switchblade. There's been a recent trend of unnecessary party-pooping tune-ups. First, Ryan Garcia's loss to Rolly, which put fans to sleep better than a warm glass of milk and a romance novel. Charlo vs. Plant is now the second proposed mega fight that's been crushed like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man stomping down Fifth Ave. After showing up to some press conferences more sauced than a bowl of fettuccine alfredo, Jamal gathered himself and performed with optimal efficiency, as his infamous jab repeatedly cracked LaManna's mug like he was a clumsy IHOP waitress. Charlo used power and effective aggression to continuously blast Cornflake out the sky like he was playing duck hunt. The Texas native was also able to thread the needle better than a Calvin Klein sweatshop worker, smashing through Thomas's earmuff guard with Google Maps accuracy. On the other hand, Caleb Plant was less active than a geriatric Southside Crip, using a Walmart Philly shell, trying to avoid Resendez's aggressive onslaught. But the Mexican native kept getting in like a 10th grader with a fake ID, landing cinder blocks that wobbled Caleb like a fifth of Everclear, leaving the Tennessee native holding tight like he was waltzing on Dancing with the Stars. Armando also owned the phone booth like he was an AT&T stockholder, bobbleheading Plant with short, sharp inside punches that repeatedly knocked the morning dew off Caleb's cabbage. Do you guys still want to see Charlo versus Plant? Tell me in the comments.
All right, there it is. Yo, Yayan, you ready? You ready? Marvelous. Marvin Hagler. Boom! They're here, Yayan. Look at these. These are vintage from, I believe, 1983. And they don't smell. I don't think they've been used at all. They're pure. I don't even know if they're real leather. They feel like real leather. Bag gloves. You want to get down with this, Yayan? Do it. I'm taking raffle submissions for those as well. I thought you might be excited into that one. Marco, while I'm here, I will get those trolls up out of here with the quickness, just like all right, brother. Dude, do what you got to do. Please do what you got to do. I just realized I ain't sub yet. Probably solved. All right. Remember when James Toney was the favorite to beat RJJ? Yeah. I believe it was very close. Now, it was kind of like a Crawford Spence thing. It was super close. He might have been slightly favored because he had almost 2 times the amount of fights. Mario Ronaldo fucking sucks. Worst commentator in boxing. Hell yeah. Hello and not. You see him? Yayan, what you think? Your first comment? Marco, highlight Henry Elgart, a.k.a. Snow Button. Highlight Henry's kind of whack. I think that's your favorite fighter, Yayan. I'm going to have to buy you a... Oh, she's so sweet. Read my first... Yeah, okay. I got you. Key, what up, blood? What Key say? Fire. Yeah, so... we got those popping. I'm taking entries for those right now. Obviously, nobody sent one yet because I just put them up. They're fresh out the fryer. So we'll see. Yeah, I wonder if Kenny's coming in. He said yes, and now he's not here. What's going on? Ooh, Gotta cash it. Mo Brizzles. Oh, Mo wants those Hagler gloves. All right, Mo. Mo is the first one to officially enter the Marvin Hagler gloves. Mo is the first one to officially enter the Marvin Hagler gloves. Boom. You up on it, Mo. Up on it. Mo's up in there. Bro, you made that nickname up. Highlight Henry? Well, then I'm stupid. Everyone's saying they don't see it from Keyshawn, but what have we seen from De Los Santos? High knockouts, very smart boxer, southpaw, patient, defensively very aware. I mean, what you mean? Marco, break down the Gervonta Davis fight. It was nasty. Who the fuck did he fight again? Remind me. Chiron. I remember thinking that was Keyshawn's brother, but it wasn't. Or I wasn't thinking. I asked, who the fuck did Chiron fight? Was that the Cuban? He fought that Cuban dude? Is that the one you're talking about? That Cuban dude that people are trying to say reminds him of Boots? Shit. I mean, he dropped him within seconds. The Cuban guy is good. I feel like people are a little. He didn't look that fast to me. He looked like he had power, but he looked lumbering. Maybe because he's a kind of a stocky dude, and he was very like, doop, doop, doop. I don't know. He looked good though. Don't get me wrong, but let's step up the comp and see what the deal is. Yeah, he looked exactly, and that looked like it slows him down. Exactly. Muscularo. Yo, when are your bitch ass Pacers playing? Fucking, I'm actually going for them. Got to keep it East Coast at least. Eastern Conference, you know what I mean? Fuck it. Right, Mo Brizzle? Mo Brizzle. June 5th. So 3 days. Knicks will probably go to the finals next year and lose, and then the year after win it all. They just got to they make us wait 50 years, whatever, to win, and they got to do it as slow. They can't just have like an explosive year and just take it. You know what I mean? They got to just build as slow as possible. Pacers might win, man. With that defense, they just need to stop the Canadian dude, SGA, Sean Gildas. What his name is? Gildas Alexander, whatever the fuck his first name is. Sean, is it? You only watch boxing, fam? Nah, they fitting to break y'all up. They can't keep all those dudes. What you mean? Why not? Why not? Why not? Damn, hope Kenny's coming in. He's usually a what's the word? Usually does what he says. Let me see. I'm live. Come in anytime. There we go. Got him. All right, give him one more reminder, and then if he comes in, he comes in. Second apron. Postpone date night for Kenny. He better show. Damn. He usually does, I will say. He very rarely. I don't think he's ever flaked on me. I used to rock with Shy, not Sean. Shy Gildas Alexander. When he was underrated, now he too hyped. He looks weird. His face looks weird. Maybe because he's mad skinny. He looks like he wears eyeliner. And his fucking beard is too perfectly trimmed. Like pencil thin line trimmed. I don't know. When you gonna ask Shakur for an interview? I do ask him. He just never really responds to that. He'll like answer questions and shit, but never when I say interview, he just doesn't really respond. Which fight? You mean versus Roach? Yeah, of course I'll ask. Shay. My bad. Shay Gildas Alexander, right? What is that fighter name? I don't. I just say he looks weird. Weird and cute are very different. Pacers in 6. Damn. You got the Pacers doing it like that. Okay. I mean, let me see something. I'm looking up Tank's box rec. All right. Yeah, nah, there's no fight scheduled officially. So we don't know. Shakur seems like an extraordinarily arrogant dude. He's not bad. Here's what it is. If he hears you shitting on him in any way, I don't think he forgives that. I've never really shouted. I mean, I said he was a little, what's the word? Lackluster, like in some of his fights. I've said that, but I've never shitted on him because there's really nothing to shit on. The dude's, for the most part, is nice with it. But he doesn't like. So I think those are the people that he shits on. Damn. Guess what though?
Y'all must have forgot.
That's for you. Matter of fact, let's double it up.
Y'all must have forgot.
You a hater, Roland. Why you hating? Yes, we know who it is. What's that thing you have in your thing? Boxing Hall of Fame. Ooh, you live in Sarasota Springs? How dare you put Shakur last night? What you mean, how dare I? Over James, Tony, Pernell Whitaker, and Floyd? I'm going to put Shakur over those guys. Shakur is nice with it, but he hasn't fought anybody near the level of competition those guys fought. What do you mean? What is you, nuts? Man. Damn. Where's Iraq? Iraq, somebody needs a Meat Lover's Pizza. Piping hot, delivered expeditiously. A Newark Meat Lover's Pizza. Shakur doesn't even belong on that list. Of course not. James 20 literally used to get packed out sometimes. Just so you know, getting packed out in my era means something totally different than probably whatever it is that you mean. I've been there a time or two. Are you from New York? Are you from my neck of the woods? What's up? You have to go off with what you've seen. Nah, because the competition matters. It's easy to make dudes miss who aren't as skilled as top contenders or even champions or even legends. You make champions miss, that's a different thing. Tony went 36 rounds with Mike McCallum. Shakur would never. True that, God. Well, McCallum's also a lot bigger, but I get you. Mine too. All right. I guarantee Ian has never seen a full. Oh, there's my man Kenny. Let's get him in. What's up, Coach?
Marco,
How you doing, my man?
I'm good, hanging in there. How about yourself?
Not bad. Waiting for the summer to start. Yeah, man, we haven't talked in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I know you.
What's
You were kind of being on the hush hush, right? You couldn't really talk about stuff at first.
Yeah, we just low key right now, you know.
Well, so I mean, answer whatever you can. If you can't talk about it, that's cool. I'll back off. So first question is the rematch official?
Yeah.
Is there a date?
All I know is August. I don't know the exact date.
Do you know where?
I'm here in Vegas, but I'm not sure.
You're not sure, but it's official. Everything's signed. They're good to go.
From what I understand, you know.
Are you guys training yet?
I ain't at the table.
Right. Are you training for it yet? Has that begun?
Well, I don't move in until they call me. I don't know if he's in camp yet or not, but I don't move until they call me. I come in at a certain time.
How, like in general, in the past, at what point do you usually come in? At what point of the camp?
Depends on the opponent.
Okay.
2, 3, 4 weeks. Depends.
Okay. So I'm sure we could clear this right up, but there's so many rumors about Calvin's gone, you're gone, there was beef, there's that. What do you have to say about that?
We family for life. Case closed.
Doesn't he have a tattoo of Calvin on him or something like that?
I'm not sure. I mean, I've heard somebody has some tattoos, but I don't You just sit and stare at the tattoos, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure.
All right. So the first question is, in that first fight, how did you see the scorecards?
I had Tank up the first 5 rounds, and then I had Tank winning like most of the second half of the fight. I forgot the exact rounds, but I had him up.
So you're saying you had him winning the fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, okay, so the first question, or not question, but I'm gonna give an observation. So for me, he looked a little off mentally. Like he seemed that he was arguing a little bit more with the refs than I've ever seen him. Did you see that? Did you think he was a little off? You think he was a little maybe not focused, or what do you have to say about that?
I don't want to speak on it, you know.
Okay,
You
okay,
know,
okay.
it is what it is. It's history now.
It's history. Okay, so we won't
Yeah.
we can't touch on that.
It was a good fight.
It was a good fight. Now another thing. So people kept talking about how what's the third coach's name? I forget his name.
What's that?
What's the third coach's name? The one who was kind of head coach in that fight. I forget his name.
Barry.
Yeah,
Barry.
him. So a lot was made about Barry taking the lead. Can you explain to us like what does that even mean that he was taking? Because all three of you were there.
I don't even want to speak on it because I don't even, I don't even want to speak on that fight.
You don't talk about that fight at all.
No, it's history.
It's history. Okay,
It
can we
was a good
talk?
fight.
Can we talk about the rematch?
It was a good fight. All I can say about the rematch is gonna be way different.
It's going to be way different.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. I mean, because you don't have to speak on it, but like to me, he looked off, right? He looked a little, off, obviously.
That's what a lot of people said he looked off.
I mean, he did. He was. I'd never seen it. He was arguing to the point where I remember he got hit a couple times because he was busy arguing with the ref, and it's like he doesn't do that. And of course the whole knee thing, which he looked a little off. But and this is what I tell people. I go, look, it looked like Roach had fought the perfect fight, right? And Tank looked off, and Roach still only got a draw doing that. So
he definitely was at his best. He trained hard. He knew he was going up against, and he did his best.
He did his best, right? And he still was a draw. So I believe in the rematch. People are asking me, who do I got? I got Tank as long as he comes in how we usually see him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So that was that. Is it true? The Jake Paul fight, was that really next? Do you know about that?
I haven't heard anything. So,
So you didn't know?
It's rumors to me because I haven't heard from neither side.
Okay. Okay.
You know?
Okay. Because yeah, that's kind of I'm sure you heard the rumors they were saying it was supposed to be Jake Paul next with Tank, but then obviously because the Roach fight was so close,
Right.
it scrapped it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything about, or is there anything about Roach that surprised you?
I've been knowing Roach since he was a pup, man. He's always been at the top of the amateur game, always been at the top of the pros. Good fighter. Good stable. I wasn't surprised.
No. Okay.
He definitely can fight.
I mean, did his ability to take Tank's power surprise you?
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Is there a plan after the rematch? Is there any plans? Has he spoken about anything? What he wants to do? Retirement? Anything?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing. Damn. Okay. Okay. And And now, if you had your choice on who would come after Roach, is there anybody you'd want to fight?
Whoever step up to the plate. No picks.
What you think about the young man who's fighting this weekend, about Keyshawn?
Who's that, Keyshawn?
Yeah.
I mean, whoever they line the stars up, whatever they line up,
Whatever happens.
Yeah. We don't have no picks.
So who do you see winning between Keyshawn and De Los Santos?
They both, I think Keyshawn got better skills, but I think Santos hit harder.
Okay. Yeah.
But because you hit harder than somebody, it doesn't mean you can take their punch. So it's gonna be a good fight.
Can you choose a winner?
Man, I'm had to ride with the better skill fighter, Keyshawn.
With Keyshawn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Santos been off for like 2 years with some type of injury. I don't know what the injury was, so his timing might be off. You never know.
Okay. What are your thoughts? Same question about Zepeda versus Shakur.
Shakur will clearly outbox him.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Shakur outboxing.
You think Shakur could take the power and the aggression, no problem, huh?
I think his power is overrated.
I kind of agree with you, actually, but he gets all those knockouts.
Yeah, he's aggressive, but he's not real technical with it, just wide, come in with wide shots.
And defensively, I think you can't just earmuff guard against Shakur. You're going to get plastered.
No. I think Shakur won't punish him.
Going to punish him. Damn. Okay. So I was asking something before, so I'm curious your opinion on this as a coach, right? Do you think it's okay for a fighter who is having a good training camp, doing everything he needs to do, whatever, to take during camp, on nights off or whatever, to take time and go see a show and go unwind? Or do you think they need to just focus and do nothing fun?
I think if a fighter's training hard, sometimes during camp, he could take a day down so he won't peak out or rest certain part of his body, you know what I mean? And if it's a disciplined fighter, he can slide out and go to the movies or something.
Yeah, it doesn't have
come
to be
back the next day.
Doesn't have to be Rocky IV where he's up in Russia not talking to anybody.
Disciplined, mature fighters, they could take a day off. That might be included in some camps. I'll train this amount of days, take this day now, come back, train this amount of days, take this day off, and throughout the camp. People train different,
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, peak out. I've seen fighters peak out, man. They peak out and still win the fight, but I see them peaked out going to a fight.
Yeah. I think it's important. I think it's important to kind of balance it out. But some people, like you said, if they're undisciplined, then maybe they need to just
stay focused.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. You saw this weekend's fights, I assume, on Saturday?
Yeah.
What'd you think of Charlo, first off?
Charlo looked good, man. To be off for he's off 2 years?
Something like that, yeah.
I think his distance was a little off, like he allowed himself to get too close before he threw his punches, but other than that, he looked good.
He looked good. Do you think it's a case of the opponent was just kind of nowhere near his level, or because sometimes it's hard to decipher?
No. I mean, they made the fight opponent talk shit,
Mm-hmm.
And Charlo, even if Charlo would have went in there, well, he did go in and effed him up, but his timing was off just a teeny bit.
It was off. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
he looked good. He looked good, but his distance was off.
Do you think he could fuck with Canelo? at 68?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I would
Okay.
love to see him get the winner. But I think Crawford gonna retire, but if not, I'd love to see Charlo get the winner of that fight.
It might happen, you know. I mean, him and the brother, remember he was grabbing his fucking crotch while he was beating
Yeah.
up on Errol
Yeah.
Spence.
Yeah, that would be a nice fight.
Okay. And what'd you think of Plant? Like, what do you think? Why do you think he
I
got
think
outclassed?
Platt did good. He did. I think it could have been at least a draw.
A draw.
Yeah, because he didn't go in there and beat the champion up,
Hmm.
convincingly.
Okay. So you thought it was a draw.
Yeah, it could have been a draw.
Hmm. Okay. So did Plant look a little off to you or no?
He did look a little a bit. I don't know if it was his he slowed down a bit. I don't know if it was his training camp or what, but I still think it was a close fight. It's a
Hmm.
close fight.
Yeah, I mean, and we didn't even talk about, because I haven't talked to you in a while about the fights in here in my hometown in Times Square, right? With the Ryan and with the like, and why I'm bringing this up is the fight Saturday just messed up a big fight between Charlo and Plant. Now it kind of knocked the wind out of the sails,
Yeah.
just like Ryan and even Haney who won. I mean, what'd you think of Haney's performance?
Haney won, but it was crazy, man. It was crazy. It just didn't perform. He was just running, man, literally, He
Do
was punching and moving, trying to get the hell out the way at the same time. You could see he was scared to get hit.
So what I was going to ask you was, I saw two different scenarios, and I'm curious which one. Either he's scared to get hit and he has PTSD from what Ryan did, or maybe he was so focused on not fucking up the rematch that he's like, "Fuck it, I'm going to win no matter what." Which one do you think he was more trying to save the rematch from not happening, or do you think he was just PTSD'd from what Ryan did to him?
For what Ryan did to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think Ryan's reason for? I mean, he threw no punches, Ryan.
I think they had a history of response. Some things happened in the gym. Ryan knew some things about Rolly that the casual fans don't know, so he was being cautious. Rolly can crack, man.
Mm-hmm.
He can crack.
Did Tank say that Rolly's the hardest puncher he ever fought? I heard somebody say that.
Yeah, he did say that. He said that once.
Wow.
So Rolly can crack.
Okay. Okay. So, because I'm not a fan of them making these fights. Like even Canelo, yeah, he beat Skull, but why are they making these tune-up party pooper fights? Because it already ruined two big fights for us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't understand the point of that, but okay. Well, so you guys have no kind of future hit list set up. You're kind of just going one fight at a time?
Yeah, just want whatever they put in front of us. No hit, no hit list.
So why is everything so tight-lipped? Like you guys, is it Tank doesn't want to talk, or all you decided we don't like what? Because usually you guys are a little more
because
open.
people take what we say and they switch our words up for clickbait. So we kind of falling back.
Oh wow. Okay. Because it was, I mean, but it seems like it's being taken real serious, this
Yeah.
rematch.
Yeah. So we just falling back and let the world be suspense until whatever happens.
Yeah. I wonder why they didn't announce it yet officially.
Good question.
Right?
Yeah, good question.
They've been talking about it for a while, and
yeah, I mean, with the way the world operates today, with all the podcasts and internet stations, you don't really need the TV media like you used to.
right.
If you're a boxing fan, you follow the boxing podcast.
Yeah, but the problem is a lot of them. I'm not saying that they're lying, but they get misinformation. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but you follow the horse's mouth. That whatever Tank posts, When he posts, that's what you follow. You know.
Mm. Right. Yeah. And that's what I tell people. I'm like, you got to follow either the fighter or the actual promoter or the
Right.
network. Like when
It's the
DAZN.
network.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
That's it.
Yep. So, because I remember right after the fight, right away, people are like, nah, rematch. And then we didn't hear anything for like 3 months. And I remember thinking maybe Tank was like, you know what? I don't want to, like, what's the point? Because I know he's
After
been.
the fight, after the hard training and the fight,
Mhm.
don't nobody want to talk boxing for a while. You know.
Yeah. 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 No, that's true. That's true. I remember thinking he was kind of like, whatever. Like, let me just finish my plan of having a few fights because he's been talking about retiring a lot. Oh, look, let me ask you this. This isn't about the Roach fight, but do you think that this changed Tank's attitude in terms of the retirement talk and like, nah, let me have a few more? Or do you think it's more just I'm just focused on Roach, not having anything else after that?
I haven't heard anything. It's hard to say. You know.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to say, but whatever he decide to do, I'm gonna support him.
You guys are there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, again, all three of you, right? Nothing new, nothing else.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
Oh, there might be something else?
Hey, we have to
Oh,
let the clock tick and see what we get.
oh shit.
See,
Well,
I don't wanna say nothing that people take my words and switch them up. You know what I mean?
twist it up. Yeah. Well, there was a video of him over at Coach Abdullah, right? Was that his name? Yeah, Abdullah, right? The dude in Atlanta.
Oh, that's a good friend of ours.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I know him. So because they showed him in Tank working, and that's why I hit him
yeah,
up. And he was like, nah, he's not. I'm not training him. They were just in town and came to
yeah.
my
That's a
gym.
real good friend of ours.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. Okay. Um,
A
oh,
trustworthy friend.
aha. Okay. I got you. Look at this. So you guys you got it forming like Voltron, man. What's going on?
You can't trust everybody in this sport, but he's one of the ones you can trust.
Uh-huh. Damn. Okay. So let me ask you this. Are you extra motivated and excited for this next fight? Or are you looking at it like every other?
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Are you extra motivated and excited to get this rematch in, or are you just
Oh
looking
yeah.
at it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And why? Like, what about it specifically? Why is it making you like
I
excited?
can't speak on it, but
Oh,
I'm motivated.
damn. So is this stuff gonna come out? What you can't speak on it at any
Yeah,
time?
it'll come out. It'll come out eventually.
It'll come out. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
thinking some kind of injury or something. I don't know, man.
No, it'll come out eventually.
It'll come out eventually. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking some kind of something, some kind of injury or something.
No,
Um, no injury.
no,
Damn,
no injuries.
no injuries. Okay. Now I'm talking about like during the fight, maybe there was something wrong.
No,
No, nothing like that.
no.
Damn. Now I'm stumped, but okay. We can't get into it. I get it. I get it. What do you think of who do you okay, so at 135, 140 right now, who do you have? I know obviously you have Tank number one. What are the next, I want to say, two fighters that you think are the most dangerous besides Tank?
Abdullah Mason.
Okay, the young man, the young gun.
Yeah, and the most avoided is um the Cuban kid.
The Cuban kid. Who?
I forgot his name. He beat Keyshawn in the Olympics.
I forgot his name too. I know who you're talking about though. So those are the two most dangerous.
Yeah.
Damn, so you don't even have Shakur in there, huh?
No, he's not dangerous at all. But the most avoided is the Cuban kid. I don't know why I can't call his name.
Andy Cruz?
Yeah, Cruz.
So you don't okay. So when I say dangerous, let me be specific. Dangerous in terms of he could possibly get a victory because Shakur is not dangerous, but he could stay away, do what he does, but you don't see him dangerous at all.
Nah.
Okay, damn. All right, and
Mm-mm.
then
I
You
like
know,
Shakur though. He can box. He can box though.
yeah, of course he can
Yeah,
box
he
and
can box.
he can stay
But
away.
I think Abdullah Mason and Cruz. Now, Abdullah Mason is dangerous. Cruz is the most avoided. He's
Mhm.
dangerous too.
And so when Abdullah got dropped, did you look at that as a vulnerability, or did you look at it as he showed he had balls and heart?
Yeah, he got hot. It comes with the territory. Trinidad got dropped down to every fight. Larry Holmes got dropped. Great fighters, you know what I mean? Um, what's the Japan the kid, little kid over from Japan? He just got dropped. He got
Anyway,
dropped a few times.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
yeah, and it's a champion's job to get up. You know,
Okay, okay.
get past that adversity. That's
Right,
part
right.
of being a champion.
Absolutely. Um, so you heard that Pacquiao is fighting Barrios, and then, well, first of all, how do you got that going? Pacquiao Barrios.
I
What do you?
want Barrios to win because I don't think it's fair for somebody to come out of retirement and get ranked number whatever he was ranked at
Yeah, I know.
in front of everybody that's ranked. You just moved him out the way, up and coming fighters, and put him back after he had his run and retired. It's not fair. Boxing, the ones that's in charge do what they want and they disrespect people. You know,
Mm-hmm.
shit ain't right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you want Barrios to win, but do you think he's gonna win?
It depends on what. I think it depends on what Pacquiao shows up. Can he still punch? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, probably, right?
I think Barrios will pull it off. His Pacquiao last few performances wasn't, that great.
Because there was talks recently, and you talks about Pacquiao and Tank fighting. Have you heard? Is that any? You've ever heard anything like that?
I never ever want to see that fight
Why not?
because as soon as Tank beat him, the Pacquiao was too old. He ain't gonna, he don't get credit for beating the young men he beat today. And so he gonna get credit for beating Pacquiao going on 50 years old.
That's true.
You
That's
know?
true. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why but at least Pacquiao's fighting for a belt. At least he's trying to do something.
Yeah,
But
he fighting for a belt, but should he be fighting for a belt? It's not fair to the fighters that's ranked in the top 10.
absolutely. Well, but what about the argument that, well, he is a legend? Does he get a pass?
But he had his run.
Okay.
You know, it's
Yeah.
not fair. If you sitting in number 5 and I'm coming out of retirement and they bump you and put me number 5 because of my history, that ain't fair.
No, it's not. It's
You
not.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, ever since Tyson and Roy, man, all these retired dudes are coming out, and it's usually exhibitions. This is an actual sanctioned fight for a
And
belt.
Tyson and Roy, they wasn't taking anybody rankings. They was just performing for the
Yeah,
people.
exhibitions. But I'm saying
Exhibition.
it was a trendsetter to get all these kind of legends, retired guys coming back. I think because
Yeah,
before that, nobody did that.
right. I
Nobody.
think that's a good thing for the legends, the ones that kind of mess their money up to make a little bit of change, get back on their feet. You know what I mean?
Okay. No, that's true. That's
They
true.
deserve it.
That's why all these guys want to fight Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think about if Tank did fight Jake Paul? What do you think about that fight? Because I know you said you didn't hear anything about it, but do you like it? Do you care?
If it would have happened, the weight is huge, but I think, by Jake Paul not having the experience, Tank would beat him.
Like knock him out, or how do you see it going?
Possibility of knocking him out.
Do you think there's any danger of a 200-pound, 6'1" dude or whatever who does have power? We got to give Jake some credit. I mean, I believe he could punch. Do you think how dangerous is that he lands a shot and he's 80 pounds heavier than Tank?
If he was a skillful fighter and he got the right torque on his punch, the right distance, the right, coming from the feet up, it would be dangerous. But right now, he don't have that.
So you look at him punch, and you don't think that it's really a danger.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Wow. So would you want that fight? Like if would you be for it? I know you know it's not up to you, but I'm just curious. Do you like that fight for Tank?
Yeah.
And what? Because of the cha-ching.
If Tank won it, yeah. The weight is crazy though.
It is. It is.
That's the only thing. You know, the weight is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's 80 pounds, right? Something like that.
Yeah, but it's
Or not 80.
yeah,
But
it's a lot of weight.
it's like
Cause Tank can't get up. He can't gain no weight.
nah. What's the heaviest? Has Tank? I've heard you guys tell me he sparred light heavyweights. Has he ever sparred heavyweights? I mean,
He knocked a few guys heavyweights out, light heavyweights,
light
middleweights,
and heavyweights
Yeah, he knocked the heavyweight out before.
in sparring, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Middleweights, like welterweights.
Wow.
You name it.
That's crazy. Like I heard you guys had told me about the middleweights and the light heavies, but I didn't know he was knocking out heavyweights.
Yeah, he put a heavyweight on his ass before.
Because like I feel like because he's so much faster. Like I think if Jake lands, it could be a problem. But I don't think he could land because Tank is so much faster.
Too slippery. Too
Yeah.
slippery.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So you'd be for the fight. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. It's a good payday, right?
Hey.
For everybody.
Anything better than the blank, right?
Yeah. What do you so speaking of, we're talking about the old fighters, what do you think about Chavez Jr. versus Jake Paul?
Oh man. It depends. If he was walking around clean, he got a strong chance. But if I'm hearing he was doing a lot of drugs and stuff, you know, you can get the drugs out your system, but the scar tissue's still there, you know?
I like that. So you think it's irreversible?
If he got a lot of scar tissue in his body, it's not going to look too good for him.
So who do you got winning?
Man, I think Chavez is a bit more skillful.
Yeah, but almost 40, right? Possible alcohol, drug problems.
Right.
So you would go.
It's a 50-50 fight.
50-50. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how Jake. First, he almost fought Canelo.
I seen Chavez. Excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay.
When he first started training, he had all this foam coming out of his mouth, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked crazy, like a rabid animal.
What do you think caused that?
He was on a exercise bike, foaming at the fucking mouth, like damn.
What?
I think his body was kind of like, you know, detoxing or some shit. I'm gonna find the video clip and I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Show me. Ew, that sounds nasty, but I'll watch it.
He was foaming at the mouth, man. I'm like, damn. When he first started training.
Oh, wow. Okay. Shit. Okay. That's gross. I'm visualizing that, and it's grossing me out. And I wonder, is that drugs? What the hell? I mean,
I've seen people want to strip foaming at the mouth, similar to that. That's what made me think, you know, he was out there.
Because I think, look, Chavez in shape, even at 40 and focused, I think kicks the shit out of Jake.
Yeah, he's more skillful.
And way more experience, right?
Exactly.
Got that legendary DNA, but we don't know.
I ain't gonna say messed the DNA up, but kind of shamed it, you know?
Yes, yeah, no, absolutely. That's but also that's like a tough act to follow if your pops is
Dad was a bad man.
Mm-hmm. Bad man, real bad man.
I remember him carrying his son to the ring on his shoulders, you know?
Which fight was it? Who was he fighting? Do you remember? I'm
not sure, but his son was about 6 years old at the time.
Yeah.
And Senior had him on his shoulders.
Yeah. He was, man. I remember Hector Camacho. And I used to, when I was, fighting, I sparred Camacho Jr., but I remember him bringing Camacho Jr. to the ring too.
Yeah. I remember Camacho just winning the Golden Gloves or something. And his dad was just winning the fight the same weekend.
Uh-huh.
Man, that was years ago.
Shit. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That'll be fun. Okay, I guess last fight, I'm curious your opinion on how do you see Usyk versus Dubois going?
I want to see Dubois. What's his name? How you pronounce it?
Who? Dubois?
Dubois. Yeah,
I think it's Dubois. I don't know.
I want to see him win, but for some reason, every fight he just keep eating right hands over and over again. It's like I'm wondering if his camp see it. You know,
Yeah.
that's the only problem I got with him. He don't know how to get away from them right hands.
I mean, you remember the body shot heard around the world. I thought it was a clean shot. Did you?
Yeah, I thought it was. You know,
And
but
like people, maybe you could, since, I've said this, but coming out of your mouth, I think it'll be a more valuable statement. That's not how you react to a body shot that hits you. Excuse me. That's not how you react to a shot that hits you in the nuts. The way
no,
Usyk reacted, is that how people get hit in the nuts react?
no,
That's how they react when they get hit in the body, clean.
exactly.
Right. But, Usyk keeps trying to say hit him in the nuts. And I'm like, do you need a ruler? Do you not understand human anatomy? Like your nuts isn't in your belly button. Right?
Unless he deformed or some shit.
Yeah. I'm like,
You know?
uh-huh. So you got who you got in that fight? Who would you choose? Who you picking?
It's 50-50.
I got Usyk because, the last fight, if you remember, Dubois just quit. He got hit with a hard jab, took a knee, and was done.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But he might have did something to make up in the camp to make up for it this time.
I hope so. I mean, Usyk is vulnerable to the body. There's a video still. I don't know if you've seen it against Beterbiev as an amateur. Have you seen that
I
fight?
see that.
Beterbiev drops him to the body as amateurs.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he
Dang.
gets up and he wins. But
he got dropped to the body.
He got dropped to the body, got hit kind of like almost a kidney shot, like a little bit behind his back. He was turning and it hit him right behind his back. Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. So that'll be fun. I mean, all right. Well, Coach, I appreciate you, man. I won't keep you any longer.
I appreciate you having me on, man.
Yeah, man. Of course. Let's talk after this rematch, or maybe a little before it too, when it's announced officially.
Yeah, that'll work.
You're the man, man. I appreciate you.
Peace.
All right. Peace. Coach Kenny. Coach Kenny. My man Kenny. Breaking news. What's up, guys? So, what'd you guys think? Someone please put a battery in the smoke detector. Huh? Haney versus Lopez confirmed. Malachi, show me. Show me what it is you're talking about. Let me invite Johnny if he wants to come in. Forgot to invite J-Bone Capone. Johnny. Yeah, I wish Coach could have talked a little more about, the Roach thing, but, you can't push them. You got to respect their privacy. So, good as interview could not full gonna win. All right. Yeah, I mean, he couldn't talk about he couldn't talk about a lot of things. What question? Ray, you came in late, so I might have already asked it. He was real tight-lipped. Tell me what question say it again, and I'll tell you if I asked it, because I might have. It's all over Twitter. Yeah, but as we were just talking about, me and Kenny, has to come from the fighter, the promoter, or the network. Otherwise, I don't believe it. Yeah, Kenny's dope. I mean, who glazes people? What's good, Seth? You done with school? Yeah, man. My son next week is done. Next week he's done. Mo Brizzles. Guys, man, I don't think we have any super chats. Unbelievable. You guys hate me. Now let's see what Mo Brizzles put up. The Brizzle man. All right. So now, Mo, no disrespect to you, but I want to use you as the prime example of what not to do in terms of confirming fights. Who the fuck is Lance Pugmire? Let's click on him. Okay, he has a lot of followers. Boxing scene, pay-per-view. Oh, he's just a journalist. Okay, so a journalist does not official fight make. Okay? Official David Henry sign for nah. So he's obviously a credible source, but definitely not official. To me, that's not official. Official is the fighter, the promoter, or the network. What up, Mike? Tio bent the knee and got the fight. Musty energy. Well, he did a public apology. I saw that. Well, if I can keep it real, you guys and these BS sources. Look, it might not be BS, but it's not official. There's a difference between bullshit. That guy looked like he had a bunch of followers, and he had Jamel Herring talking. He had people engaging in the fight game. His isn't BS. So you have bullshit, which are people that nobody ever heard of that have, then you have reliable sources, which is that guy seems like reliable, but then you have official. I only take official, personally. Appreciate you, J-Bone Capone. Hood Rich. Rewind the shit, Hoodie. PBC can make T.O. a star. Take off that pound for pound list he got to get Knock Roach out. I mean, you heard what Kenny was saying. There was some shady goings on. What the fuck happened? Wasn't an injury. He said he wasn't hitting with all his power. Remember, he started laughing? Why would Tank not throw all his power? Why would he not? Can any of you guys help me? Kenny wasn't spilling the beans. Why would he not use all his power, and why was he not focused? Is he a BS? No, he's not a BS source, but he's not official. What a hood. Oh, shuck it, duck it now, baby. Let me hit you with the official.
Thank you. Come again.
Extra crispy 5-piece. Didn't see but 10 minutes of the interview. Mom visit today, but I got to get this. You're the man. You are the man. Appreciate you, big doggy dog. Read my comment. You pretty fucking pushy for Indiana, dude. What's your comment? Marco perplexed at that statement? No, not that comment. What comment are we talking about? You seen Navarrete fight turned to no contest and they're going to a rematch. Nope. That's the one where the headbutt and all that. Credible, but not official. You get what I'm saying, guys? Credible is not official. Right. These guys are also credible-ish, but far from official. Can't tell you what I think about the interview because he didn't say much. Yeah, he didn't want to get into it, but, he gave away a little bit. He gave away that it's not just going to be three of them coaching. They might bring in Coach Abdullah. That seemed like what he said. Possibly. He also said that there was issues going on where Tank was not fighting at full capacity. And he did say it wasn't an injury. So mental issues. I wonder what. Maybe his mom passed or who knows what could have happened. Well, still, maybe, but J-Bone Capone. Corleone. I just had Coach Kenny on, J-Bone. Capone, Corleone. I said it before, Marco. Not from boxing or promotional company. It's speculation. And as my man Hamza says, we do not dwell in games of speculation. We just talk technical boxing, blood. Mike Coppinger literally reports for the ring. He's about as official as it gets. He's not official. Let me explain something to you, Mo. You're a smart guy. Unless the ring is reporting on a fight that is promoted by them, which means AKA Sella or Turkey, it's not official. They are a part of Sella and Turkey. So it's official if he reports on a Turkey fight. If he's reporting on a non-Turkey fight, his is also not official. Good Lord. Jay Nizzles. Marco, read Johnny comments you skipped. What you mean? Oh shit. I just read that. What you mean? What is you drunk? Johnny could jump in if he wants. C. Jisms. What'd C. Jism say? Johnny Marco wanted to take you on a date tonight. He settled for Coach Kenny. Mad gay. I mean, I don't know how much longer I'll be on, but he could jump in if he wants. Talking about a turkey fight. Well, then if Coppinger's saying it, then it's official. You didn't show me Coppinger. You sent me that other dude. Come on, Mo. Nah, I'm going to do date night tomorrow, man. We had a long fucking night. We're in Brooklyn all day. Just got back. Yeah. I found somebody with a better hairline than you. Your history. Tank Davis gave me a payday. Now Roach going to the slaughterhouse to get fucked up. Knock the fuck out. Damn. I reject the nicknames. OC Jisms. You like Thomas Lamana? Do I like him? He just said he's tight with Kevin Rooney on Ness interview. Kevin Rooney's son? I don't know Thomas Lamana. I know Kevin Rooney's son. And you must mean Kevin Rooney's son, because the actual Kevin Rooney is incapacitated. He's not giving interviews ever again, unfortunately. Kenny don't get better hairline than Johnny. Mamoon, I appreciate the love. The Mamooner. The Mamooner. All right, guys, we got 9 more cash. 9 more super chats to go. Can we do it in 5 minutes? Nah, not happening today. It's all good, though. I was supposed to do an extra. I was supposed to be an extra in Gladiator. Buggish really is. Got cut in the script. CJ, I am laughing. I believe it's going to rain tomorrow. No, it's not. It's just hot as shit. Wow, it's going to be in the 80s next few days. Ooh, 82 on Wednesday. All right, Mamoon.
Y'all must have forgot.
Nah, they didn't, Yayan. Yayan. They didn't. But let me show you again. We now have these for auction, for raffle. Official. Vintage. 1980. 1981, I believe these came out. Marvin Hagler brand gloves made by Croydon. Manufacturer, sports manufacturers, 245. These are unused. I mean, they have no smell, and they're pure leather. So, leather doesn't really smell unless they're worn on nasty feet. But these are bag gloves. You can use them. I wouldn't. You don't want to fade this anymore. It's a little faded because the gloves are 40-something years old. So that's coming up. We only have 1 raffle entry for it so far. The man, the myth, the legend, Mo Brizzles. Yayan didn't even enter it yet. Like a real Mama Luke. Kalia, don't go. The thugging has just begun on some Mortal Kombat shit. Night. C-Dub. She's C-Dub. Damn, it went from 48 to 28. What happened? Waterloos and LaCroix taste like battery acid. You a wild boy. You know what else tastes like battery acid? A knuckle sandwich. Right in your fucking kisser. Touche, douche. Roy Jones gave his man a payday. Ask him to tell you Mayweather gave Berto. True. Tank gave him a payday, which was the fight he got. He was supposed to go KO his ass, which is why he gave him the moral victory, a draw. Makes no sense. The only thing I didn't agree with Kenny was he thought that Plant had a draw. I'm like, I thought Plant got fucked up. What's up, D-Wayne? D-Wayne. Styling. That's your new name. D-Wayne Styling. D-Styles. D-Styles. D. We got E-Rock and we got E-Styles. D-Styles. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. So, guys, again, the raffles are now up for Floyd versus Victor Ortiz. Official fight promo merchandise gloves in the plastic, brand new. Or these vintage 1981 Marvin Hagler bag gloves by Croydon 245 Sporting Goods, which no longer exists, I believe. When I get my money right, she gonna come running. I know how you do, Yayan. Yayan just sits in the cut. Yayan sits in the cut like a peeping Tom and then comes out and drops more cake than Betty Krizaker. Oh shit. Now we got CJ peacocking. We got CJ flexing on all you bitch ass mother lovers. CJ's coming in hot. CJ's coming in hot with five entries for what? You're not going to like this, Yayan. The gloves you want. CJ's coming in with 5 entries for the Hagler gloves. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which puts him ahead like he's an AP English. Yayan, you just got Yayan. Yayan, those gloves might go to C. I'm not going to say C Jisms because he rejects it. C Jibbles. Why you associate my name with a peeping Tom? No, because you're in the cut like peeping Toms are in the cut. You just sit in the cut and then you just pop out and start, doing your 10 fucking raffle tickets at once shit. What up, Raf? No, I did not. You sent me something, right? Somebody sent me something saying that Canelo went and got like therapy after the football fight. That should be 6 with the freebie. Well, technically, CJ, in the Mayweather with the last raffle that we have. Oh, wait, no. Oh, the Ali. Okay. Wait, what just happened here? There's Mayweather gloves. Well, the last raffle, the one that's currently going, you only have 3 in. Okay? And then the one before that, the Ali bobblehead, that one's already over. Chase won it. Oh, man, I fucked up the... All right. So you didn't do 5 in the last one. So I'll give you a freebie anyway. Fuck it. Because fuck it. So that is 6. That is 6. I'm going to give freebies to dudes who are always entering. Fuck it. You got one more. So you got 6. It's CJ. It's C Jisms until further no. Oh, damn. He's putting all that out there. C Jizzle. The video was him saying he thought he won the fight and gave Bivol 3 or 4 rounds. That's what Plant thought too. Why you keep saying his name? He's gonna come around. Boxing Scene just posted it on their website. Again, maybe credible, not official. No, it is not official. Official is, I'm gonna say it one last time for all the cheap seats back in the nosebleeds. The fighters themselves, the involved combatants posting it, the promoter, or the actual TV network or venue. You know what I'm saying? Like, not the venue, but the network. Exactly. Now, it's like a credible one, Yayan, but Chicken Bomberto? Excuse my language, Lord. Bomberto not here, but his presence is, and I had to laugh. Oh, Bailey. Bailey, you got no interest in any of these raffles? You're not a collector? PBC fighter always beat any other fighters. All right. Damn, so we got this one popping off. I wonder which one's going to get more raffles. The Ali bobblehead or this shit? Yo no sé. Yo no sé. Hold on a second. Let's see something. I want to see something. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, shit. What the fuck did I just do? Hold on a second. I just fucked up this raffle. Damn it. All right. Good Lord. Hold on a second, guys. Shit. I just fucked up this raffle. I just lost some of these entries. Do me a favor, guys. Anybody who entered in the raffle for the Mayweather gloves, tell me who entered. I kind of just lost it. This stupid fucking thing. I can go look in the Cash App actually and just do that. But if you're in here, tell me right now. Berto in the basement. Mo, that's a throwback. Felizar, what's up? Kvo stava? Kakvo stava? Всичко добре? All right, here's what I gotta do. I entered 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you have 6 for this. All right, hold on. Let's do this real quick because I fucked it up. I'm sorry, guys. Stupid thing. All right, Mayweather gloves, and now we got Marvin Hagler gloves. Okay, so you have CJ has a bunch in the Hagler, right? You got 6 of them. Okay, you got 6 of those. And how many of the Mayweather gloves do you have, CJ? I think you have at least 2, right? I most definitely. You did not enter. Stop lying, Mamoon. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did, Mo. That's right. Okay. I mean, I could just look at the Cash App. It's not the biggest deal, but you guys could just help me. I'll remember. Damn, that's annoying. All right, Mo is in 1 of each. And then who else we got? Johnny would never fuck up a ref. Shut up. CJ, 3 or 4 in what? 3 or 4 for the... Yeah, you had 3, I believe, for the Mayweather gloves. Okay. You have 3 for the Mayweather gloves. All right. Let me see something. Yeah, Mo for the Hagler. Let me go to the Cash App so I can get this done. That sucks. There's somebody sent me a PayPal too. Who was that? This sucks. Can't believe I fucked this up. All right. So Mo, Vicky, okay. Here we go. This is Dwayne Lopez. Okay, we got Dwayne. He's for the whatchamacallit. And then CJ. Yep, we got him. CJ, Chauncey. Okay, Josue. No, not him. Okay, is that it? I think that's all of it. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good, people. My bad. I dropped more cake than a clumsy baker. Nah, you didn't drop shit. Yeah, and you didn't do the last one or this one just yet, but you will. Devin Haiti versus Tio. I got Tio. I got Tio. How do you guys have that? Hold on, I want to get this last panel. How do you guys have it? Talk to me. Let me see something. I'm gonna go on this PayPal real quick. So I think I only had the 1 from PayPal. All right. We got. Hold on. All right. We got Jose. Okay, right. Jesus Gonzalez. Right, for the gloves. Okay, got him. All right, that's everybody. Got it back. All good. All right, we're good to go, people. So for the Hagler gloves, we just got CJ Rich with 6 and Mo Brains with 1. But it was just dropped, so. You got Haney? Nah. When the 5 minute comes around, he's not going to fucking come around. Come on. There's no way. There's no way. We all know, damn Skippy, he's not coming on. You know what I mean? We know that's not happening. We know it for sure. For sure. All right. CJ. Oh, okay. Damn. So the Hagler gloves already have more. They have more entries in an hour than the other gloves for 2 days. I guess people like Hagler. Shane, did you get my voicemail? You bitch. You little pussy bitch. You little bitch. You're a bitch. Right, Tia?
No.
You heard her? She went, yeah. Shane, did you get my voicemail? You want to come with me to that book signing thing? You could have just fucking responded to me. Punk ass. Shane, you don't want to enter any of it. Oh, Shane, check it out. Look at these. Vintage Marvin Hagler, like from 1981 bag gloves. We're raffling those off. No, you didn't check it? Yeah, I'm going to see Mark Kriegel is doing a book reading of his book about Mike Tyson, and Rosie Perez will be there as well. They're doing a book reading, talking to people, answering questions. There'll be a lot of fighters there. They invited me. You want to come? It's Wednesday. It's in Brooklyn at 7:30 p.m. Must have been sleeping. Pussy. Tio can't cut the ring and face the hamburger after every and face like hamburger? Huh? What you mean, AJ? You mean his face gets lumped up? You want to come, Shane? I'm not asking you if you think it's dope. Put a condom on my Hagler gloves. Protection is imperative. Well, I think Yayin is going to come correct with this one. He's going to drop his 10 probably. He might even I'm telling you, man. I think Yayin might get this one. Should I could be your next movie? He doesn't do movies. Nah, Tio's only looked bad he's looked bad in 2 fights. Mark, what size the Hagler joints if you got it? They don't do sizes, Yayan. Look. When you do these bag gloves, well, okay, fuck it, I'll tell you. Let me see. I mean, you're gonna wear them? Look. So right there, they got the holes right there for breathability. So I have very small hands. And I could barely get them in my hand. I would say they're smalls. I have small hands. They get in, but once you know what, though, let me rephrase. Because once I put them on, they don't feel tight. So maybe they're like mediums. They're a little hard to slip them in. This is sounding super gay, but once it slips in, the shit ain't tight. Like Shane's. All right. No more than that. Unk using the product. He told me he's asking. They look like oven mitts. They do, but they're Marvin Hagler sponsored. You asked. Word up. Damn right it's not. That's what I'm saying. They're dope though. I was worried they were going to stink, but they don't. You know, something that old, who knows? They don't stink though. They don't. They smell like vintage. They don't smell good, but like fresh new leather, but they smell like vintage. They're supposed to be tight. Will expand. Well, there you go. Yeah, and I might return the favor. We'll see. I'm going to be all up in those glove guts. It's so gross. Yo, whatever happened to the bag challenge? Did Shane answer if he's coming with his bitch ass? No, he didn't. Just disappears. I could use them for baking. Good. That'd be disgracing Marvin Hagler's spirit, legacy. But you want to do that, you do it. You did use to hand out free entries to a bum. I harbor resentment. Yeah, you did. Shane, you coming Wednesday or what? Because otherwise I'm going to ask somebody else. Were those mitts sponsored by Easy Bake Oven? Good one. Not on duty. What did Clarissa win? I can't even remember. She won the Ring Magazine belt, I believe. Yeah, and I think she gave it to her pops or something about her pops because, right, Clarissa? You gave it to your dad because you guys used to watch something. Marco, you going to raffle off your shirt? I should. Look at that. Hell's Kitch, baby. Hell's Kitch, baby. That's where it all started. I made Shane laugh the hardest he's ever laughed in Hell's Kitchen when we were playing, what was it, tetherball? And why are you using Two Tones jokes? Be a little more creative. Shane, go. Shane, I know you read the Sugar Ray Robinson book. I never gave away tickets. I would have a ring belt and Tyson gloves. Yep. But you don't give a shit. When you be getting these, where? This? I don't remember. I think online. On Amazon, maybe even. Bro, I just got one of those if he dies, he dies shirts. Yeah, those are dope. Two-tone. Looks badass. Fits. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's a little tight, but fits pretty well. It's soft. I like it. I like it. Poo-ha. Yes, Shane. Exactly. That's how he was laughing. So you don't want to talk about coming Wednesday? Okay. Well, if I don't hear from you by today, I'll just invite somebody else. I got to figure out who I'm going to invite. This shit's in Fort Greene, which is annoying to get to because only the G train stops there. Do you know if rearrange letters in Hell's Kitchen, it spells slick than hell? Thank you. Shane, yeah, mad fruity. Shane is very,
Fruity.
because all he does is dances too. Invite Ian Unk. Yayin. I'd rather be better off inviting you because you could actually get there in like an hour. Yayin lives on a farm in South Dakota. I think when Yayin tries to leave the farm, the animals, the buffalo, the deer, the sheep, the billy goats, they bum rush him. They don't let him leave because like they know that's their daddy. You know what I mean? Because he's been feeding them since they were little pups, hand to mouth. That's what he does. Shane had been nothing but hetero at the highest level. Marco, can I be the translator if you interview Cerberil Matias? Oh, you're Hispanic now? You missed it. I said I worked that night. Oh, okay. Yayin live in the middle of... Yeah, he does live in the middle of nowhere. For real. Damn. I feel like a loser is mean. Like, I'm saying shit that is, like, completely obviously funny and goofy and way out of... But I feel like that's mean. You're a mean man. Yayin breastfed them. They were like, ah. He's like, gentle. Yayin had four different species of animals on each teat. He's like, all right, little guys. Okay. Whew. Loser in Indiana, a funny poke at someone. Huh? The platform chicken. What's with you? See, CJ? See? We talk about him, but look at you. You brought him up 3 or 4 times. Like, you want him to come in. What up, Tone? Tony Tone, never leaving the girls alone. Tony Tone, always giving the girls the bone. That was a little too descriptive. Everything, baby. I'm a linguist by nature, a language analyst. Just let me know. All right, blood. Y'all just mad Indiana is in the finals. That's a fact. This fucking guy. Damn, why are you cursing at me? I thought this is comic relief, not be mean. Damn, what? This might be Yayin's. Yayin was just mean, called me a loser. This guy called me a pussy. Burner account. What up, boss? I want to settle beef, feminine, not. You don't want to settle. You want to get him going. Come on. Gold 10. He just came up 5. He won't do it. That's you. That's totally you. You were like, I'm going to get him back. He made fun of my hometown farm. What we got? Oh, we got a Cash App. Appreciate you. Cash App. Tell me one thing. Is this somebody in here right now? Because I don't recognize this name. I don't recognize the name, but I'm going to put you in. If you're somebody else that we recognize, tell me. Otherwise, I'm going to put it in as the name that just messaged me. Seems like an African name, maybe? Can't tell. Yeah, it's definitely an African name. Appreciate you, though. My brother, for the Mayweather gloves. You have been entered. Appreciate you. Oh, that's you, Tone? That's you? Oh, I guess it is. All right. Tone 10 times. So you want me to put your Tone 10 times? Tongan. Oh, that's dope. All right, I'll put Tone 10 times instead of that whole long name. What do you think? Tony 10 times. Boom. Damn, my man is fucking for you. Are you first generation? Good for you. Tongan. I don't even know where's Tonga? Oh, wait. Tonga. Is that in Africa? Why do I not know where Tonga is? Tonga, country in Oceania. Polynesian Kingdom of South Pacific Islands. I'm confused, but you look black. Okay, now I'm confused, my brother. You look black, but you got like in Tonga, I get it. That's like Australia. That's like, what am I missing? Explain to us. And I love it. I love that we got the United Nations of Benetton up in this bitch. It's Alberto's stepfathers. Marco Germ, stop being mean to Marco. Thank you, Johnny. Stop eating meat, Johnny. You declared the winner, CJ. I'm mixed. I bet. It's a dope-ass name. Damn. It's a dope-ass name. Well, you're in the raffle, my man. Good to go. Good to go. The Mayweather gloves. So that made you just tie it. Now we have 6 entries each. 7 entries each, excuse me, for each raffle. Bailey, bear in mind, I never see dudes' messages unless Marco puts them on screen because you blocked them. True that. Ken, what up? What up, K-Rock? K-Rizak. What's cracking? What's crack-a-lacking? Ain't trying to keep the bitches' asses clapping. All right, whatever. You didn't say that shit when Kenny was in here. Yo, I think Tank is going to fuck Roach up. I kind of agree that Tank was something off. I mean, it was clear to me. He tried a little bit, but he was very I wonder what it was. I wonder what it was. He was... Well, he didn't want to tell us, so that's that. All right. Haney whoops. Well, let's see something. Let's do it the proper way. I'm going to go to Devin Haney box rec. Okay. We click on Devin Haney, and his fight with Teofimo is not on his box rec. He was off because he was getting his melon popped back. Snapped back is the verbiage I use, but thank you for trying to call back to it. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Tank wasn't there, and no, he wasn't. Tank wasn't off Roach, was countering him to death. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a mix of both, Clarissa. As in everything in life, there's always two sides. Sometimes one is more predominant. You got a higher percentage of one thing. I think this was a mix of Roach being nice with it, unexpected, knowing Tank, and also Tank being off. Perfect formula for almost an upset. Watch after the rematch, they're going to say he was injured after his first fight. Maybe. I wasn't calling back to nothing. I have my own slang. Get out of here.
You lousy corksuckers.
Yayan's a straight. Nah, it wasn't psychological. It was technical. Both. What if Roach just got Tank number? Possibilities. Very possible. Fair. Next fight will. If Tank wasn't off, complaining, taking knees, doing the weird shit, arguing, if all that didn't happen, I would have thought that. But, you can't ignore shit that happens that's out of the ordinary. You just can't. Roach might have a new conflict. That's a fact, too. What was the question, Mr. Bailey? Mr. Bailey, sir. What was the question? Talk to me. Tell me your name. I want to blah like a hurricane. All right. All right, people. I'm going to wrap this up. We've been on quite a while. Dope interview. And let us reconvene tomorrow at 2 p.m. As always, I appreciate you guys. See you guys tomorrow afternoon. Peace.